Hello everyone, and welcome to my 100% challenge for Darksiders. This is just a build up for Darksiders 3 that comes at the end of November. I am attempting to 100% Darksiders 1 and 2 before that game is released. Now I start where I left off the last game, and I had just brought the heart to Samael, and we have to now make our way through to the next part. You know, the more I'm playing this game, the more I'm noticing how similar this game is in kind of the gameplay elements to Zelda. And I know that might sound strange, but like classic Zelda has this exact style. I mean, you'll see here that I'm using cars to kill everything that's in the area. You have to do that. You have to really build that up. Otherwise you'll grind at the end. It will make sense later. But you see, this is the weapon we got. I can now use it to unlock this section, which now gives me the progression to the next area. And obviously that's what I was saying about Zelda. The way that Zelda works is you complete, like the classic Zelda, is you complete a dungeon, you get an item, that unlocks the path to the next area, in which there's another dungeon with another item, and that unlocks the next area, and it just progresses and progresses as such. And it's very similar in gameplay, and you know what, I love that kind of thing. I know there are some people that prefer kind of total free roaming, but I like it. So what I'm showing here is this is essentially like a similar to a monster room. There are loads of these. You go to an area where there are just kind of enemies. Sometimes they constantly spawn, sometimes they're just here. This is a hidden area. And this I've left in because I'm trying to keep in all of these. This is another abyssal armor piece. You cannot collect the whole thing until you've got all of the items. It's not possible. But we have another one of these guys blocking the path.
Forgive me, friend. I would grant you passage were it within my power. Do for me what you have done for my brethren, and I will hinder you no more.
There must be another way.
The curse must be broken. Then you may pass.
I don't know why he feels there has to be another part, another way. Just do what you did before, you know. And it is literally that. You go in the rooms. There's only 3 in this area. You go in the areas, you do what they ask you to do, and then you come out.
Ancestors praise you. Soon we will be free.
I mean, technically you are free now. I've set you free, so go off and do something decent with yourself. There he goes. And I get another piece, which is always lovely. So I continue on to Anvil's Ford. Now this is good. There is a part of this, there's a lot of fighting here, but there is an achievement that is missable here. This is one of the few that is like definitely missable.
Come on already. What are you waiting for?
plan on using them hands ever again. You best not go touching that what ain't yours.
Urthane.
You know me, but I don't know you. And I don't like strangers.
Like hell you don't know him.
Especially the uninvited kind. And maybe who you are don't matter as much as what you want.
I've come for the Black Hammer.
Really now? Well, you're welcome to give it another go. But after that, I'd best not catch you around here again.
It's you.
What's that now?
The Black Hammer. It's you.
Do your worst. But let me tell you a little secret, boy. The one in the dirt is by far the easier of the two.
And then I have to fight him. Now, I have a habit of saving my big fall for these kind of battles. You know, you know that there is always going to be, as you're walking through dungeons, there's always going to be monster rooms, and the last few monsters in those rooms are so hard. Oh no.
100 years. Since the day Abaddon was taken from us, I have prayed for this moment. For your crimes, I would see you tried in the White City. But until this world is free of the Destroyer, its gates are closed to us, and justice will not wait. I sentence you here and now!
Your justice can wait till we finish our little scrap, missy. There ain't no sport in jumping into a tussle that don't concern you. Go on, fly away, pigeons, before I pluck ya.
Blasphemer! It is you who take sides in a battle that doesn't concern you!
Please, allow me.
It's like Thor's hammer. Only certain people can pick it up.
That's what you get for touching what ain't yours. I'd duck if I were you.
And now it's a battle. Now it's a race. You always got to save it at these points because this is a very specific missable achievement. I've now got to kill more angels. Now I've sped it up because it's a very long journey. And it can be a bit boring. It's a little bit more fun seeing it all sped up like this. And essentially, he weakens them. The best thing I found about this is he will weaken a lot of them. So as he weakens them and knocks them to their knees, jump in and kill them. That's the best way to get more kills than him quickly. And the moment you see an execution B, you execute immediately. And use the weapons. Use cars. But no, don't use cars. You see, I would love to use the cars to kill these guys. If we're being completely honest, you're just wasting time. And obviously we can't destroy these things yet, but he'll do it for us. Knock him down. And you see, getting kills any way you can here is very important. You have to get that kill over him. And I mean, the thing I do like about this is obviously, yeah, I've got my form up again, so I can kill a bunch of these quite quickly. And he throws me in, and then we carry on. I do like that there are only certain elements that you can't do yet, you have to come back for. I do like that. The need to go backwards and check the areas out, I think is definitely gives the game a lot more playability. And as you can see, I'm not doing too badly. I've got to clear the path for him so that he can get through, and then I blew up the thing next to me, which was lovely. Now, I got confused. I thought I had to join him, and I died. But it's fine, because it starts me back here. So that's not a problem. And this time I know not to blow up the thing next to me. And essentially he throws a man at me who has a gun, and that gun becomes hugely important in the future. And again, largely because, there you go, rapid shots and charge up shots. Now, what is interesting, I think he destroys that, because for a while I thought I destroyed the blue bits, which meant I therefore tried to destroy more, and it don't work. So that was my fault. I was being silly. But yeah, you got to make sure you get rid of these guys quickly. Firstly, so he doesn't get the kill, but secondly, because if you get swarmed upon, you're gonna die. Plus, the ones with the guns will not come near you, but they will not stop shooting, so you have to keep getting them as well. These guys are a little bit harder because they charge, but once they're down, you can just send a charge up attack, and they get dealt with quite simple. There they go. See, he's destroying some of the blue rocks for me to clear the path a bit, and then yeah, I just kill him, fed up, and I don't need to worry too much. And I'm just about half. He's got just about half of my kill, so that's a nice tally. It's going to be difficult for him to come back. Now in the front there, suddenly I was surrounded. In the front there, you'll see the blue thing in the sky. That's for the chain, which I'm not going to get until a lot later on. So you can already tell I have to come back here because I physically am not going to be able to get across that area without a chain. Thought I'd give it another try, because it really did confuse me that he keeps breaking them when I am charged, and I just walk off because I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. But that's fine, because it had literally just saved point, which was goddamn lucky. A couple of golden guys. Suddenly I was surrounded again. Again, it's just making sure you deal with them, and that you don't just leave them once they go down, because once they go down, they don't die. They keep going down. So there you go. You know, he's dealt with pretty much. I'm going to have to drop this to get across, and that's the area complete. Almost. He clears that for me. Now there is a hidden achievement to open a certain number of chests. It's annoying that it's hidden because I can't keep track of it the way I'm keeping track of killing enemies with the there you go, there's the achievement. There you go, there's the achievement. Plus I get that enhancement, which I don't think you get if you don't beat him. But yes, that's lovely. Again, as long as you save it immediately as it starts. If I had failed, I would have just reloaded and given it another go.
You'll go nowhere, Horseman. You cannot escape your fate. Abaddon will be avenged. Defend yourself, traitor.
Okay, and now we have to fight her.
All worked up just thinking about killing you. I'll settle for one.
Now she's a little bit tough, I will say. I wasted a move there. But I have my thing of yeah, dodge and then do my normal attack. That's always a powerful thing to use. I've upgraded it a couple of times now, so it's actually not too bad. The charge and attacks are pretty handy. Again, I feel like with everything that I've got, I'm slightly higher powered than I probably should be. Slightly more. Just because of the power-ups that I'm using. And then you always use your Chaos form, always. And they carry her off.
Could be you really are who you say. Them pigeons seem mighty convinced, but I ain't. So once again, you know me, but I still don't know you.
The Griever's lair.
The Griever's beyond here. I had to seal these passages up tight to keep our pets out of my yard. Little bastards kept dropping by uninvited, taking things what don't belong to them.
I am who I claim to be.
You kill that Griever. Even make it back out of that hole, that'll be proof enough. Then, I promise, we'll have words. Now get off of my property, before more pigeons come looking at crap in me yard.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to go and we're going to kill the Griever. Now, the Griever is mostly underground in kind of the subway tunnels. And I'm going to be honest, I got really annoyed in this level. I feel like I've missed something that I cannot go back for. Which means there is going to be at least one achievement I cannot do this time round. Now, it's not too bad, because realistically, I am going to have to recomplete this on extra hard to get that achievement. So, anything that I've missed, I will just get on that run. But I don't know if I have or not, and it's difficult to know until I go back and collect as many things as I can. And I thought I'd done it here. I thought on this level I had missed something that I couldn't go back for. But we'll get into that in a minute. So this is the Griever. As you can see, it has a belly button, shall we say, that is crystal. And I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to be shooting that or whether I was supposed to be shooting the Griever itself. You just keep shooting and just take the hits. I mean, you could drop it and jump, but I'm a glutton for punishment. I know there'll be green chests around somewhere. There we go. Runs away.
I think all the should do was piss her off. Let's find her and finish the job. And don't toy around with her this time.
Yep, I don't like that thing. Still can't hurt it though. So you carry on. And you come to this point here. Now this is, surprisingly, a piece of the Abyssal armor. just lying in a chest. It's a bit weird because most of them happen to be in areas that are, you know, slightly harder. Now this is the next item. This lets me destroy these blue crystals. And it is, obviously you get another achievement for getting it. It's the shock glove, shockwave glove, something like that. Again, it will unlock more areas in this dungeon for me to access. There's the achievement, Tremor Gauntlet. There you go. I was basically there. Now this is actually a main weapon that can level up. This is probably the hardest one to level up, just because we're well on the way of leveling up the sword and the scythe. And we've got to start from scratch for this. It's 4 levels, so that's the one that I'm going to be grinding the most. Yep, I've got to fight this thing. It's a big demon room to get it out. Now, here is where I get the Horde Seeker. Now, every time you get a Horde Seeker, you should check and see where everything is, so you can see what you've missed and what you need to go back for. Now you can see I've got a chest and I've got a green thing. You need to go back for those. And then I've got a green artifact there. That one right there is my bane for a while. Because I make my way to where it is on the map and the door's closed. I can't get back in the door. I tried every possible way and I could not find a way back in. You have no idea how annoyed and angry I got when I couldn't go back in. Now, when I edited this, when I edited the previous, I looked back at my footage because I went in that room when I was originally in that dungeon. You see, I look around to see if there's any possible ways to get in there. And you have to go into the big circle room and then through, but the door's just sealed off. You can't get in there. Now this was me running through that room the first time. Pause that right there, and you can see it in the bottom left corner. There it is. There's the artifact right there. I don't see it. I completely miss it. And I get so angry and annoyed because I can't go back and get it. I do get it eventually. Now this was filmed, just as a spoiler, after the next episode. It turns out that that pathway coming down there and that big swooping arc lets you drop into the circle building and then through into there. You have no idea how annoyed I was. And then I filmed an entire episode, killed the next chosen one, and then I saw it and I came back. So that little clip, that very small clip, is just filmed after the next day. So for the whole of the next clip, I will not have that arc, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Now, this is the final battle with the Griever. You can't kill or destroy any of the blue rocks that the Griever heats up. So part of this fight is really stopping the Griever from shooting them with the laser. And that's really hard. Because they keep swaying. Look, they keep swinging and they keep just touching. I managed to get rid of one. I cannot get rid of that one. I then have to wait. But you see, look, because the beam goes left to right, it keeps touching it, and it really annoys me. So I decide to come this side, think I'll keep it to myself, and it touches it again, so that does not help. It is just trying to keep the beam over here, hoping, and there you go, it's clear. Now, basically the way it works is you do that to knock her down. She then drops a load of stuff on you. And then fires a load of birds at you. But if you knock them down quick enough, then it's not a problem. And then you just punch with your hand, and yep, makes her really angry. Fires these birds at you. Now, what I didn't think here, which I have to say was a bit stupid, is if I let these birds come at me and then use that, I might have got the achievement for killing 10 enemies. As it was, I killed too many of them before I did that. Yep, you got to go through all the dodging again. Okay, and then you punch back. This is actually quite a quick. Once you get rid of those blue blocks at the very beginning, as long, like, I've got my chaos form, so I'm going to use it. And why not? Like I said, I use my chaos form for most bosses when I get the chance. And use this thing again. Probably one of the quickest boss battles, I think. Because like I said, the problem is getting rid of those blue crystals, really. But once you get rid of them, it goes very, very quickly if you can get back to that train cart quick enough. So there it is. There's the heart. Second one. And I've still chaos formed at this point. Get another life. Which is lovely. It's good to have. It's good to have more hearts.
2 down, 2 to go. You might make it to the tower after all.
And you see, at this point, I'd collected everything that the Horde Seeker had showed me except that one. So I knew I can leave because I've already got that.
Welcome back, horseman. You could have knocked, but I suppose that isn't your way, is it?
Why are you here?
Strange question, seeing as how you're the one broke into my house.
You weren't always the Black Hammer. You huddle in exile, a hermit among tombstones. Why? What role did you play in this, Ulthane?
Horseman, I've got something for you. A fair bit of work, but it's a bit dainty for me. It'll serve you better.
I love this gun.
You didn't answer my question, old one.
Maybe I like the scenery, what's it to you? You asked for my help and I gave it. You go on being ungrateful and I'm liable to get upset. Do I look like I'm afraid of death, boy?
It's not death you should fear.
Yeah, he's part of the conspiracy. He's actually a very big part, if we're being honest. And we now have Mercy. I love the gun. I do. I absolutely love having that gun, especially when you get your horseback. Because that gun comes in such handy. Now, this I've left in because it's weird.
To make your acquaintance, boy.
And I can't remember who he is or why he's even here. It's a very, very strange man. Demon thing. I was just going around claiming chests that I'd missed because I could come back here, so I thought I'll come back and destroy some of the blue crystals to see what's around. I know I can't get over that, and he disappears into a hat. It's weird. I don't know who the hell he was. I remember fighting him several times, so I feel like I am going to see him again as I wander around, but I can't remember who he is. Yeah, you see, that's the bit I can't get. I need the chain, so I've got to come back for that. And then I find out this, which I don't think that is supposed to be in the game. I feel like this isn't supposed to be happening. The cars are all floating. Floaty cars. I don't... Why is that happening? Why are the cars floating? And then I hit one, and it goes into the other one and dies. There it goes. It's very weird. It's just very strange. So anyway, I go back eventually, and I return the heart.
Did you enjoy yourself? War in the Black Hammer, plucking pigeons.
You see a great many things from inside a prison, Samael.
There is little you can keep from me, horseman. Once I have a mind to know it.
And what do you know of Uriel?
I thought the horsemen were above such earthly pursuits.
She believes I killed Abaddon.
The Hellguard worshipped their fallen lord and leader. And Uriel? Some might say her admiration was less than professional. She will stop at nothing to punish the one responsible.
I fought the demon who killed Abaddon, and he will be punished.
Straga is the strongest of the Chosen. No doubt you'll face him again. He draws power from the spire and won't stand to be away from it for long. With all I have taught you, you might even survive the reunion.
Whose heart would you have, demon?
The Stygian is king of the ancient worms that now plague the Ashlands. It won't be easy. The worms grow well in such fertile ground.
Fertile?
Fertile with death, decay. All the land is covered in it. The ashes of the dead. But you may be in luck. It seems that some fool demons have taken to capturing the worms for sport, and they hunt other creatures as well. The strongest are made to fight in cruel arenas. The demons seek to tame the Stygian, not knowing that within the monster there beats the black heart of the Chosen.
How do the demons avoid the ashworms?
You know of the chronospheres?
A gift of the old ones. It is said that to master the chronosphere is to master time itself. One could stop time, or even move it forward and back.
Indeed. None of the old masters exist, but the demons have learned to use them to a lesser degree. I can grant you a basic understanding of the chronospheres. It won't be much. Perhaps just enough to avoid the worms.
Perhaps.
Perhaps not. What in this life is certain, horseman? Other than our word, of course.
And that's an important note for him. But that's for the end. That's towards the end of the game. There you go. There's another achievement there. Being able to use the Chronomancer. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Now I'm going to go in and see how the achievements are doing for now, for how we are. We're at 37%, but coming along very, very nicely. Now you can see meet Uthane. We got defeat the Griever. Defeat more angels than Uthane. Again, technically that's missable, because once you pass that event, you have to redo it. So if you haven't saved it, then you can miss it. I got the Tremor Gauntlet. And I got Mercy. And I got the Chronomancer ability. So I got a hell of a lot of achievements, actually. For this. The Stygian's next, and then the Spider, and then Straga. So I've got a couple to go before I meet them. The Chain is next, and then the Void Walker, and then the Mask of Shadows. You get those as you kind of progress through. I still haven't got my 10 kills with the Blade Geyser, which is annoying. I haven't redone that yet, and I wasn't that far off, to be honest. It's more annoying than anything else. Now, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get the artifacts. I have been able to, I've got 13 now. I was able to go back and get that one, which is handy. Killing the gallons of blood, I'm getting there very nicely. That again, it's just one that you will just get. I am on nearly 100 environment kills, so I've only got 50 left. That is actually really reasonable. I like that, although I don't know how many environmental objects there will be in the Ashlands, so I might not get many in the next episode. I can't remember. I don't think I do. But anyway, that is it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I am approaching 50%, and I am getting there very nicely. Please like and subscribe. Please look out for my other videos. And I will see you next time.